Nick Walker, better known across the bodybuilding world as the Mutant, has emerged as one of the most polarizing, inspiring, and fascinating athletes of the modern era. Born on August 3, 1994, in New Jersey, his journey toward greatness was anything but easy. Growing up, Nick faced personal challenges and hardships that could have easily derailed his dreams. Pain, setbacks, and inner struggles were part of his early years, yet instead of breaking under the weight of those difficulties, Nick discovered strength in the most unlikely of places, the gym. The clang of weights, the sweat of long sessions, and the discipline of training gave him something no chaos could take away: control. Iron became his escape, his therapy, and ultimately his identity. From those beginnings, he decided bodybuilding wasn't just going to be something he tried. It was his calling, his destiny, and the fire that would forge him into a name the entire fitness world would never forget. When Nick first stepped into the world of competitive bodybuilding, it was clear he was not cut from ordinary cloth. His physique shocked audiences and fellow competitors alike. He wasn't just big, he was massive in ways that seemed to defy human limits. His body carried an extreme density, thickness, and freakish development that earned him the nickname the Mutant. His rise from amateur stages to professional dominance felt like it happened in the blink of an eye. In 2020, he claimed his IFBB Pro card at the North American Championships, an achievement that confirmed what fans had suspected for years. Nick Walker wasn't just good, he was something entirely different. He didn't just step into the pro league, he stormed into it like a force of nature. The following year, 2021, marked the start of Nick's real dominance, a year that shook the sport. His professional debut came at the prestigious New York Pro, one of the toughest shows in the bodybuilding calendar. Nick didn't just compete, he destroyed the stage, taking first place and earning his Olympia qualification. For most rookies, this victory would have been enough to make headlines, but Nick's story didn't end there. Just months later, he entered the Arnold Classic, the second biggest bodybuilding competition in the world, and made history by winning it in his rookie season. This was nearly unheard of, and it sent shockwaves across the sport. To win the Arnold Classic so early in his professional career proved Nick wasn't simply rising through the ranks, he was rewriting them. His victory established him as not just a contender but a new face of modern bodybuilding, a mass monster who could stand toe-to-toe with the best in the world. Nick's journey to the Mr. Olympia stage was equally spectacular. In 2021, his first Olympia appearance ended with him landing in the top 5. For a rookie, this was an extraordinary feat against the greatest physiques on the planet. Nick not only held his ground but proved he belonged there. His conditioning was razor-sharp, his muscle bellies round and full, and his sheer size unmatched by almost anyone on stage. This performance cemented his status as a real threat to the Sandow trophy, the ultimate prize in bodybuilding. Since then, Nick has refined his physique year after year, carefully balancing his monstrous size with improved shape, flow, and conditioning. His goal is clear: to sculpt the version of himself that will one day claim the Olympia title. Fans see in him the hunger, confidence, and determination of a future champion, while critics debate his extreme look. Some argue that his sheer size sacrifices aesthetics, while others believe he represents the new standard of freak factor that bodybuilding was built on. But Nick's career, like that of every great athlete, has not been without setbacks. In 2023, just weeks before the Olympia, tragedy struck when he suffered a torn hamstring. This injury forced him to withdraw from the biggest competition of the year, breaking the hearts of his fans worldwide. For an athlete whose life revolves around training and competing, this was a devastating blow. Yet what separates Nick from many others is not just his body, but his mind. He has always preached consistency, discipline, and an unbreakable mindset. Injuries, criticism, or doubt do not define him, they fuel him. Nick attacked his recovery with the same ferocity he attacks the weights. His comeback journey became another testament to his resilience, a story not of defeat but of defiance. He reminded the world that true champions are not defined by how often they win, but by how they rise after being knocked down. Today, Nick Walker stands tall as one of the most influential and talked about figures in bodybuilding's new generation. His nickname, the Mutant, is more than just branding, it is the embodiment of what he represents. His physique seems superhuman, his dedication unshakable, and his willpower unmatched. He is still in his 20s, with years of competitive bodybuilding ahead of him, and the Sandow trophy remains within sight. For his fans, it is not a question of if Nick will win the Olympia, but when. His story is not simply about building muscle, it is about building character, overcoming hardship, and proving that with discipline and vision, the human body and spirit can achieve the impossible. Nick Walker's legacy is still being written. Whether he holds the Sandow trophy tomorrow or years from now, his impact on bodybuilding is undeniable. He has already inspired countless young athletes to chase their dreams, to embrace discipline, and to understand that greatness is earned rep by rep, meal by meal, day by day. He is not just a competitor, he is a symbol of perseverance, transformation, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. The story of Nick Walker is far from over, but one thing is certain, in the history of bodybuilding, his name will forever echo as the mutant who redefined modern bodybuilding.